Hi, this is Mark Woodman at the Corian Design Booth in KBIS 2018. And we've had an amazing number of days here at the show, seeing all kinds of new products, new ideas, new innovations. Of course, a lot of them right here in our own space. And I'll talk about those in a moment and how exciting they are. But one of the really interesting things we started looking at was the amount of a particular hue showing up at the show, and that was matte black. And we saw it in finishes on wood, we saw it in plumbing, and of course we have some of these new finishes well in some of our own products, specifically Nero Soapstone in Corian quartz with its new leathered textured finish. So it's a new look at black from everybody. It's like, it's a depth, it's a richness, it's a sophistication that we see in vertical and horizontal surfaces. So we're really excited about those. And a lot of the design work we do, and we're anticipating our products and what we want to do for the world at large and helping design a space so people can truly make your space from beginning to end, is what are the other elements that go into a home or an office or a hospitality space. So we've been looking at plumbing and sinks and flooring, everything we can get our hands on. And another really, really important color in that respect, beyond that matte black, are the number of golds that are coming out. And it's a little bit of everything, from a beautiful brushed natural gold to a simple rose gold to light coppers. So metallic is staying really, really important. And it's a thing to consider really strongly when you're looking at your surface. It's what is going to go on my surface? What will my faucet be? What will my sink be? How does that affect the hardware? And what's the perfect balancing element for the entire space, which is always your surface. So whether it's your countertop or your wall treatment as a backsplash, keep those into consideration as you're thinking of a design element for one room or for your whole home. So beyond that, when we looked at woods, and I mentioned woods, they're becoming more important. We're seeing more woods in cabinetry. We're even seeing some wooden sinks that were truly amazing and interesting to look at in lighter tones. So it starts to becoming a balance of what we do with color and pattern and texture, because we're adding more and more to those. So the element of design in all of its levels, from color to pattern to visual texture, is being met throughout the show and bringing it into all levels of living. Again, from home to commercial to office, you name it. We want to embrace all of that. And we're looking at these things as well here really specifically. So for instance, on our booth, we have a combination of sheens and finishes between a sink and the surrounding countertop, and in materials. So there is wood as a base, there is a leather textured finish on the countertop, and there's a sink wrapped in a highly polished solid surface. So it's a combination of Corian solid surface and deep titanium and Corian quartz countertop, and shelving units behind it as well, hung on the wall. So we have floating shelves done in Corian quartz gray tundra. So you get this great collection of materials, of color, of textures, and of sheen levels. And those are important things that we're seeing over and over and over again. In a bathroom setting, we imported a beautiful Corian tub from Europe specifically for the show, and then combined it with a hanging shelf system done in Nero Soapstone in a leathered finish in near black. So it incorporates the black, deep richness of a color and of the piece, but then we made it light by actually hanging it on the wall. So the application and the positioning of pieces is becoming important as well. And we saw a lot of hanging pieces of the show. So it could have been freestanding shelving, toilets that were free hanging on the walls, cabinetry and basins that were done sort of free hanging as opposed to freestanding. So we're looking at that as well with our product doing that, and how you can incorporate that look into the space right along with that. Another important one that we saw that showed up and we found really interesting and we're excited to be part of is illumination. Backlighting any surface you can to let them really glow, and very often what the backlighting does in a major way is bring forth the inherent beauty in the look of the product. To carry the illumination theme very, very far into its perfect ending, we created a bar here in our space that is done in Cosmos Prima, a rich black background with white veining that actually looks like you could reach into it as though you were traveling through the cosmos. But it's fronted with white onyx. illuminated from behind that lifts it and gives it a lightness and a freshness that you don't always expect from something that looks like this beautiful natural stone. And of course, it wouldn't be a great design show to walk through if we didn't talk a little bit about color. And there was color here, although the majority of what we saw was a beautiful sense of neutrality in white and gray and black in many, many values and changes, from strong whites to the deepest black and everything in between, and often used in combinations. So grays with black, multiple whites, just beautifully presented in any number of products and iterations as far as design concerned. But there were some colors. There's the movement further of what we're calling a petrol color, or a modern version of teal, that was rich and elegant and water-like without looking spa. It has a greater depth to it. A pale green that looks like it's the earliest breath of spring as things just come out of the ground and are greeted by the sun. And, gotta give you credit already, Generation Z yellow is actually showing up in the marketplace, a bright, strong yellow that is making small inroads to freshen up, again, the white, the gray, and the black that we've seen so much of. So thanks for watching. We hope you've been enjoying all the pieces that we've been producing over Instagram and Facebook, all the social media, over the last couple of days as KBIS is unfolded every day with new and exciting things. We've been very excited to take part of it, and we hope you've enjoyed it all as well. And maybe you were even here, and if you were, we certainly hope you came by to visit. Design provides us amazing things in our home spaces, all of our living spaces, to present ourselves, to present an idea, and we're always excited to be part of it and to have everyone else with us on the journey for that. So thank you for watching, and on behalf of Corian Design, I'm Mark Woodman, the Color and Aesthetics Coordinator, and we hope to see you again soon somewhere while together we can make your space.